As the strongest division of the Soul Society, the Royal Guard, made their grand entrance, each member's personality and presence immediately stood out. Among them, Senjimaro drew the most attention. She had the look of a cool, elegant beauty, paired with 6 eerie, skeletal-like mechanical arms. Don't underestimate those artificial hands. She used them to break into Mayuri Karatsuchi's heavily booby-trapped laboratory as if it were nothing. Without hesitation, she mocked Mayuri, saying that his so-called high-security lab really wasn't all that impressive. Meanwhile, Ichigo couldn't understand why he had to go all the way to the royal palace. Injuries like his could easily be healed back at the Siriiti, but the reason they were taking him wasn't just about his wounds. Suddenly, a projection appeared above Khan's head. It was the shop owner and the others, calling in to let everyone know they were safe. Then, a painfully familiar figure appeared on the screen. Before Ichigo even had time to catch up with him, the shop owner hurriedly shut the projection off. After that brief exchange, Ichigo made up his mind to go to the royal palace. He wanted to grow stronger so he could protect everyone. He then asked the monk whether his Zanpakuto could be fixed. Unfortunately, once a Bankai is destroyed, it can never be fully restored to its original form. However, if he went to the royal palace, they could reforge it into something very close to what it used to be. And so, Ichigo set off with Squad Zero to the royal palace. The place they arrived at was called Omotesando. The royal palace was the very place Aizen had been willing to become a monster just to reach. To enter it, one needed a royal key. A royal key is created when someone is chosen to join Squad Zero. Their very life is reconstructed using the Soul King's power. Under normal circumstances, there are only 2 ways to enter the royal palace. Either a Squad Zero member brings you in, or you enter through their will alone. After the explanation, Ichigo was told by the pompadour-haired guy to stand on a massive iron block. He looked completely confused, but Kiryu Hikifune stepped in to explain. The massive pillar floating in the center was the Aoki, the place where the Soul King resides. The 5 plate-like structures floating around it were the Royal Guard's palaces, where each Squad Zero member lives. Next, Ichigo and the other injured fighters were taken to the pompadour guy's Kirin shop for treatment. It was basically hot spring therapy. Once you soaked in the springs, the damaged spiritual energy and blood would be forced out of your body. Given how badly injured Ichigo was, a single night in the springs would be enough to fully heal him.